Hi, my name's Louisa. I'm one of the music instructors at Music Zone in Ras Al Khaimah. Today I'm here to talk to you again about one of our frequently asked questions, which is how long should a piano lesson be? Well, that completely depends on age and level, in my opinion. For students between the ages of 5 and about 9 or 10, I would recommend a 30 to 45 minute lesson. For the younger ages, I personally think 30 minutes is more than enough. For students of the age of about 9, 10 to about 12, 13, I would recommend 45 minutes. I definitely think that students of that age can cope with sitting at the piano for 45 minutes. For students older than 12, 13 plus, I would recommend no longer than an hour lesson. These are just guidelines. Some children who are 7 can actually deal with a 45-minute or even an hour lesson, and some older students really struggle with a 60-minute lesson. So it really does depend on each individual, but I think those are the basic guidelines for piano lessons: either a 30-minute, 45-minute, or a 60-minute piano lesson would be advisable. Having said that, if you are in a school that only offers perhaps a 30-minute or a 45-minute or hour lessons, the teacher can most certainly break up the lesson to accommodate the student. So for example, you could have, let's say for example, your school only does hour lessons, but the student is maybe 7 or 8 years old. It's quite a long time. So potentially you could have some like 5 to 10 minutes of freestyle playing. You could start the lesson with just freestyle playing, and the child could just mess around on the piano and show you what they've been doing. Nothing to do with the curriculum or the books, just kind of their own creativity. And then you could potentially spend 5 minutes on scales, and then maybe a 20-minute lesson. And then potentially you could do a little bit of theory or a little bit of coloring in or drawing, musical notation or musical symbols. You could spend some time listening to some songs, researching some songs, and most definitely what my students absolutely love, especially on the digital piano that we have here at school that has animal sounds. They absolutely love to spend a little bit of free time at the end of the lesson experimenting with the percussion sounds and the animal sounds. So even if the lesson is specifically too long, your teacher can absolutely accommodate the student by breaking up the lesson. If you are at a school where the lessons perhaps are only 30 minutes and you find it too short, you can potentially do 2 back-to-back lessons, which would take you to 1 hour. Again, these are just guidelines, and I would recommend a little bit of trial and error, and maybe just try a 30 or a 45-minute or an hour lesson and see how it goes. And from there, hopefully, your school or your teacher can accommodate you. I hope this has answered your questions about how long a piano lesson should be. And if you're not sure, why not come and have a free trial piano lesson with us at Music Zone in Ras Al Khaimah?